I want to start by asking you one question. Are you awake? Not physically, mentally? Are you truly awake to the possibilities in front of you? Or are you sleepwalking through life, just following the path that's been laid out for you? Because most people, they're sleepwalking. They wake up, go to work, do what they're told, go home, watch TV, sleep, and repeat, day after day, year after year. And then one day, they wake up and realize they've wasted their lives doing things that never mattered. But not you, not today. Because today, we change the game. The difference between 2% and 98%. I've been fortunate enough to work with some of the most brilliant minds on the planet. People who have changed industries, redefined technology, and pushed the boundaries of what's possible. And I've also seen the other side. The people who talk about doing great things, but never actually do them. So what's the difference? What separates the 2% who succeed from the 98% who don't? It's not intelligence. It's not money. It's not luck. It's mindset. The 98% look at problems and say, that's too hard. The 2% look at problems and say, I'll figure it out. The 98% wait for permission. The 2% take action. The 98% think, I don't have enough experience. The 2% think, I'll learn as I go. The 98% give up when it gets tough. The 2% keep going. Which one are you? Stop living someone else's life. I was fired from the company I built. Imagine that. You pour your heart and soul into something, only to have it ripped away from you. I could have quit. I could have walked away and said, maybe I'm not good enough. But I didn't. Because I knew something most people never realize. Failure is just another step forward. If you let one setback define you, you were never meant for greatness in the first place. Most people spend their entire lives living someone else's script. Their parents tell them what job to get. Society tells them what success looks like. Friends tell them what's possible. So they settle. Take the safe job. They follow the rules. They die with regrets. Let me tell you a secret. Society expects, not what feels comfortable. What do you want? Because the moment you answer that question honestly, you wake up. The price of greatness. People love to talk about success. They love to admire billionaires, entrepreneurs, and leaders. They say, I want to be like that. But what they don't talk about is the price. Success isn't free. You will lose friends. You will be misunderstood. You will fail. You will question yourself. You will have nights where you feel completely alone. And most people aren't willing to pay that price. That's why they stay in the 98%. That's why they choose comfort over risk, distraction over discipline, excuses over execution. But if you're still here, listening to this, then maybe, just maybe, you're different. Maybe you're ready to pay that price. You don't need a plan. Something that excites you, scares you, keeps you up at night. And then chase it. You will figure it out as you go. Apple didn't start with a perfect plan. It started with a vision, a belief that computers could change the world. And we worked like hell to make it happen. You have that same ability inside of you. But first, you have to start. This is your moment. Life is short. One day, you will wake up and realize you have more memories behind you than ahead of you. You will look back, either feel proud or full of regrets. Which will it be? This is your wake up call. The game is changing right now. Keep doing what you've always done, putting the ball ahead, or Most people fail before they even start, not because they aren't talented, not because they don't have ideas, but because they keep a way out. They say things like, "I'll try this for a year, and if it doesn't work, I'll go back to my old job. I'll see if I can make it, but I have a backup plan just in case. If things get hard, I'll quit." Guess what? That's a recipe for failure. You think the people who changed the world had backup plans? You think Elon Musk said, "If Tesla fails, I'll just go work at a bank"? You think Steve Jobs said, "If Apple doesn't work, I'll just get a cozy office job"? Number. They burned the boats. They went all in. They removed the option of failure, which forced them to succeed. If you have one foot in and one foot out, you'll never make it. If you want to win, burn the backup plan. Most people are terrified of failure, but here's what they don't realize. Rejection isn't failure. Rejection is proof that you're trying. I've been rejected more times than I can count. Investors told me Apple would fail. People laughed at the idea of personal computers in every home. Even after we succeeded, I was fired from my own company. But every rejection is a test to see if you'll keep going when the world says no. If you quit the first time someone tells you it won't work, you were never serious about it in the first place. Because the real winners, they don't ask for permission, they take it. So if you've been rejected, good. If you failed, great. If people doubt you, perfect. That means you're doing something that matters. There's a hard truth that most people don't want to hear. You will never rise above the people you surround yourself with. Look around at your 5 closest friends. Are they pushing you? Are they challenging you? Are they making you better? Or are they making excuses? Settling for less? Wasting time? Because if they are, guess what? That's your future. You cannot build something extraordinary while spending time with ordinary thinkers. If you want to change the game, you need to surround yourself with people who make you feel uncomfortable. People who are smarter than you, more driven than you, and ahead of you. You need people who will call you out when you're making excuses. People who will push you harder than you push yourself. People who will inspire you to keep going when things get tough. Find them, work with them, learn from them, and never, ever settle for mediocrity. Most people waste 90% of their time on things that don't matter. They scroll through social media, they binge watch TV shows, they worry about other people's opinions. Meanwhile, the 2% are locked in. They know that focus is a superpower. When I was building Apple, I had one rule. If it doesn't move us forward, we don't do it. We didn't build 50 products. We built one great product at a time. We didn't waste time on meetings that didn't matter. We didn't chase every opportunity. We focused on what we were best at. And that's how you win. If you try to do everything, you'll accomplish nothing. But if you focus on one thing, you'll become unstoppable. So ask yourself, what's the one thing that can change your life? Protect it. Cut out the distractions. Ignore the noise. And go all in. Most people are afraid. They spend years planning, analyzing, and preparing, and then never do anything. But the real winners, they move fast. They launch before they're ready. They take risks before they have all the answers. They figure it out as they go, because perfection is an illusion. The first iPhone, it wasn't perfect. The first Mac, it had flaws. Every great product, every great idea starts rough. But if you wait for it to be perfect, you'll never launch. So start now. Make mistakes. Learn fast. Adapt. Because the faster you move, the faster you win. The hard truth. I wish I could tell you that success is easy. That if you follow these steps, everything will go smoothly. But that would be a lie. The truth is, this will be the hardest thing you ever do. There will be days when you feel like quitting. There will be moments when you question yourself. There will be failures that knock the wind out of you. Most people will give up. That's why there are so few game changers in the world. They're the ones who refuse to quit. The ones who keep going, even when everything is against them. The ones who look failure in the face and say, "Is that all you got?" So if you're serious about this, if you truly want to change the game, there's only one rule. Never stop moving. Your time is now. You have a choice. You can go back to sleep. You can keep living the same way you always have. You can keep waiting, doubting, making excuses. Or you wake up